Hey YouTube, it's Petey Two Finger. I just watched the Frank Zappa documentary, the Alex Winter movie. Wow. Holy cow, is it good. It's sad. I mean, it's unavoidable, the ending of it. But they handle it well. I mean, they they show part of the 20-minute standing ovation that Frank got, and they play Watermelon and Easter Hay at the end of it. But I've never seen anything that good. It was really good, really good. It's just kind of a testament to his life and how he documented everything around him, that something like this could be made. So hats off to Alex Winter. He did it. It's really good. It's unbelievable, that guy's life. And to think that, like, what's sad about it to me is what he said to Gail at the end of his life: sell everything, get out of this business. It's a hateful business. And I mean, this is Frank Zappa. This guy could write music, he was a motherfucker. I mean, They made such a big deal about Eddie Van Halen when he died, because he did finger tapping. I don't know. Frank Zappa's life was, to me, it was a tragedy, because he was on such a high pedigree. He was on such a high level of what he created and how he brought people up to that level of perfectionism, or that level of creativity. But he never, like, he had to pay the orchestra to play his music. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a little bit overwhelming for somebody like me, who I enjoy making music as a hobby. And then you see somebody who's that unbelievably good at it, how good he was, that he never had commercial success. And his daughter came in and sang Valley Girl, and that was what made him a household name, and what made him popular was that stupid fucking song with that unbelievably annoying voice. That's what's good. It says a lot about our society and how what's good in the eyes of the everyday man. And like, judging from that, like, how anyone could go into making music and think that you're going to be a success, judging off of what I just watched. Like, you would have to be what you would have to do to be successful is just whore yourself out and do the lowest common denominator shitty thing to get popular, you know. Like where does it get you having a backbone and a set of standards and a set of morals like Frank had when it came to his music? Doesn't get you very far. Ultimately, they show how he was kind of chastised and even in the beginning when he buys this little studio and the police come in and they bait him into making a pornographic recording, and then they arrest him for obscenity and throw him in jail. And then he's got this, like, he's a pervert, like, brand on him for the rest of his career. And then there's this, like, psychopathic guy throws him off the... And he ends up in a wheelchair for a year. He can't work. Because some psychopath threw him off the stage. And then at the end of his life, he has to spend an incredible amount of money just so he can hear his compositions being played by the orchestra. And when you hear, there's stuff in here where you can hear him directing this small group of classical musicians, the stuff that he's getting them to do. It's so cool. It's so unbelievably cool, and it's stuff like there is no tabulature for what he even was telling them to do, and that's the brilliance of Frank Zappa to me. So it's just a fucking tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy, and it's really an embarrassment. It's looking at how our society treated him, how he was kind of treated, that he was pushed off to the side, and he was never really, because he should have been way more successful than he was. I don't know, that's just what I walking away from it, looking at it, was like the fact that he had to pay to get his classical music performed was no wonder the guy was bitter. So yeah, if you're not a fan of Frank Zappa, you should really see this movie. It'll plant a seed that you'll want to start checking his music out. And if you are a Zappa fan, you'll love it. I couldn't believe how good it was. I was really excited about this, and it delivered. It was really good, really, really good. It's just very, very tough. The ending is very tough, very tough. I lost my father to cancer when I was 15, and it was tough on me knowing that Frank got sick, and I never got to see him. You know, I really, really, really wanted to see him perform live. I really did, and I never was able to do that. I did get to hear him on the radio. Kevin Matthews called him when he heard he was sick. Kevin had him on the air, and then I remember the day that he died. Anyway, you guys, check out Alex Winter's Zappa. It's the best music documentary I've ever seen. Enjoy, and peace.